Defining pure competition. Pure competition is a market structure characterized by a large number of small firms where each participant produces a standardized product. In this environment, no single company influences the market price. Instead, market dynamics driven by aggregate supply and demand determine prices. Firms are price takers, accepting the market price as given. This transparency is pivotal, as it ensures the absence of barriers to entry and exit, fostering an environment where resources flow freely, enabling new firms to enter the market and existing ones to leave without substantial cost implications. Characteristics of pure competition. Several key traits define pure competition. First, there are numerous sellers and buyers, ensuring no single entity has the power to affect price. The products are homogeneous, meaning each firm's offerings are indistinguishable from another, which mandates firms to operate efficiently to maintain profitability. The ease of entry and exit allows new firms to join the market with minimal capital investment, while existing firms can leave if unprofitable, reducing sunk costs. Additionally, perfect information availability ensures that all market participants are fully informed about prices and product qualities, eliminating advantages from information asymmetry. Finally, firms act independently, making decisions without collaborations or collusions. Why pure competition matters. Understanding pure competition is essential for several reasons. It serves as a benchmark to evaluate other market structures. By focusing on pure competition, economists gain insights into the effects of competitive forces on resource allocation and pricing mechanisms. Furthermore, it allows policymakers to assess the impact of regulation and market interventions, determining whether such measures foster or hinder efficient market outcomes. Recognizing pure competition's role can clarify emission on consumer choice, predicting how market changes might influence purchase behavior. This understanding helps businesses navigate market strategies, align pricing tactics, and anticipate competitor actions, thereby honing competitive edges in a constantly evolving economic landscape. Analyzing pure competition also facilitates a deeper comprehension of economic equilibrium and efficiency, fundamental concepts in the broader context of microeconomic theory. The role of costs in decision-making. Fixed and variable costs analysis in purely competitive markets. Understanding fixed and variable costs is imperative for decision-making. Fixed costs do not change with production levels. They include expenses like rent or salaried employees. Variable costs fluctuate with output levels. Examples include raw materials and hourly wages. Firms analyze these costs to determine pricing and production strategies. Minimizing costs while maintaining quality can lead to competitive pricing. This analysis helps firms maximize profits in a highly competitive environment. Short-run versus long-run costs. The distinction between short-run and long-run costs plays a significant role in how firms plan and operate in purely competitive markets. In the short run, at least one factor of production is fixed, often leading to increased marginal costs as output rises. Firms might struggle with efficiency due to these constraints. However, in the long run, all production factors are variable, allowing firms to adjust their capital investments and scale operations effectively. This flexibility enables firms to optimize resources and increase production efficiency over time. Long-run adjustments are pivotal for sustaining profitability and competing effectively in the market. Economies of scale impact. Economies of scale refer to the cost advantages firms experience when production becomes efficient, as average costs per unit decline with increased output. In purely competitive markets, leveraging economies of scale is crucial for maintaining an edge. Larger firms often benefit more as they can spread fixed costs over a greater quantity of goods, achieving lower average costs than smaller competitors. In turn, this can lead to competitive pricing and greater market share. However, achieving economies of scale requires careful planning and investment in efficient production processes and technologies. Firms need to balance growth with operational complexities that can arise with increased scale. Understanding these dynamics and effectively managing scale economies ensures long-term sustainability for firms. Ultimately, the ability to exploit economies of scale can significantly impact a firm's competitiveness and profitability in a purely competitive market setting. Behavior of individual firms under pure competition profit maximization strategies. In purely competitive markets, individual firms operate under the assumption that they cannot influence market prices. Thus, their primary focus is on maximizing profit by adjusting output levels. A firm's marginal cost, MC, should equal its marginal revenue, Mr., to achieve this. Firms determine the level of production where this equality occurs, as any level of output below or above this point would reduce potential profits. By adhering to this principle, firms efficiently allocate resources and maintain competitiveness. Price-taking behavior, a hallmark of pure competition, mandates that firms accept the market price set by industry demand and supply dynamics without attempting to influence it through independent actions. Shutdown point and its importance. The shutdown point is critical in determining a firm's decision to temporarily cease operations. This point occurs where the price equals the firm's average variable costs, AVC. If the market price falls below this level, a firm cannot cover its variable costs, thereby operating at a loss with every unit produced. In such cases, firms opt to shut down operations in the short run to minimize losses. Recognizing the shutdown point is vital for a firm's short-term survival, as continuing to operate under these conditions would deplete resources and potentially lead to insolvency. It serves as a crucial decision-making juncture in which firms must evaluate whether enduring short-term losses is feasible or if cessation until conditions improve is necessary. Firm behavior in the long run. Long-run behavior of firms in purely competitive markets differs significantly as they can adjust all input levels and enter or exit the market freely. In the long run, firms aim to achieve productive and allocative efficiency, where the firm's production costs align with the lowest point of the average total cost, ATC, curve. Market equilibrium is achieved when zero economic profit is realized, meaning firms earn just enough to stay in the industry without attracting new competitors or inciting existing firms to leave. This balance ensures resource allocation reflects true consumer preferences and technological efficiencies, fostering an environment that incentivizes innovation and adaptations to evolving market conditions. Market equilibrium and cost structures. Achieving market equilibrium in purely competitive markets. Equilibrium occurs when market demand equals market supply. At this point, the quantity of goods buyers wish to purchase matches the quantity sellers are willing to offer. Prices adjust based on shifts in demand or supply until equilibrium is achieved again. In this setting, each firm is a price taker, meaning they must accept the market price. If demand increases, prices rise, attracting more firms into the market, thereby increasing supply until a new equilibrium is reached. Conversely, if demand decreases, the price falls, leading to some firms exiting the market, reducing supply until balance is restored. Cost curves and output decisions. Firms in competitive markets make their output decisions based on cost curves, specifically the average cost, AC, and marginal cost, MC, curves. The MC curve plays a crucial role in determining the level of output that maximizes profits. To achieve profit maximization, a firm adjusts its output until its marginal cost equals the market price. At this juncture, producing additional units would not be profitable, as the cost of producing one more unit would exceed the revenue it generates. The AC curve aids in understanding economies of scale by showing how costs change with increased production, which influences a firm's competitive advantage. Impact of cost changes on equilibrium. Changes in cost structure significantly impact market equilibrium. If production costs increase due to higher raw material prices, the MC and AC curves shift upwards. As a result, firms may need to reduce output as the higher costs lower profit margins, leading to a decrease in supply and, eventually, an increase in prices until a new equilibrium is established. Conversely, a decrease in costs, perhaps due to technological advancements, shifts the cost curves downward, allowing firms to increase output and reduce prices. This creates a surplus supply until demand adjusts, resulting in a lower equilibrium price. Consequently, understanding these dynamics is vital for firms aiming to maintain stability in purely competitive markets. Analysis of cost curves: average total cost and marginal cost. In the realm of purely competitive markets, understanding the dynamics of cost curves is essential. Two key components, average total cost, ATC, and marginal cost, MC, play pivotal roles in determining firms' behavior and their financial decisions. The average total cost represents the total cost per unit of output produced, while marginal cost refers to the cost of producing one additional unit. Typically, the ATC curve is U-shaped due to economies and diseconomies of scale. Initially, as production increases, ATC declines because fixed costs are spread over a larger number of units. However, after reaching the minimum ATC point, costs begin rising with increased production complexity. Marginal cost, often intersecting the ATC at its minimum, influences production levels. A firm continues producing until the price equals MC to maximize profits. Thus, these cost metrics are crucial for firms in evaluating efficiencies and making pricing decisions. Implications of cost curves for firms: the structure and behavior of cost curves have significant implications for firms operating in competitive markets. In the short run, firms are bound by their current production capacity and resources, causing the ATC and MC to guide decisions about optimal output levels. If the price in the marketplace exceeds the ATC, the firm will earn an economic profit. Conversely, if the market price falls below the ATC, the firm faces losses but might still operate temporarily if the price covers average variable costs. In this setting, cost curves help firms decide whether to continue operating or exit the market. In the long run, firms can alter all input levels and adapt to changes, guided by the behavior of long-run cost curves. Understanding cost curves, therefore, is integral for strategic planning and long-term financial health. Cost curves in short and long run. Cost curves exhibit distinct characteristics in short and long-run scenarios due to differences in the flexibility of resources. In the short run, firms face fixed costs that influence the shape of the cost curves, while in the long run, all inputs are variable, allowing the firm to fully optimize its production process. As a result, long-run average cost, LRAC, curves tend to be flatter and represent the lowest point of unit costs achievable over time. This enables firms to achieve economies of scale, which significantly impact their competitive positioning within a purely competitive market. Thus, understanding both short and long-run cost curves is crucial for effective decision-making and strategic development.